about the emerging trends in ethical research. What is clinical research? So it is nothing but if some new innovations, or if some kind of new diseases are coming up, or if some new medical devices or drugs, if some new innovations want to reach to the people in the outside world, to the market, it should go through some examinations in the human beings before it is reaching into the market. So there comes the process called the clinical trials. So there are different phases of clinical trials, like phase 1, 2, 3, and 4. Like in phase 1, they'll be testing only the safe dose, which is the, for example, if it is going to be a drug that is given for cancer, then they'll be, for example, if it's a lung cancer, then we can say what is the effective dose that can really be safe for the patients, lung cancer patients. So that will be done in the phase 1. Next comes the phase 2. Here they will be checking both the efficacy as well as the safety, how well the drug is really working and giving the response for the lung cancer patients. Then comes the phase 3. If it is qualifying phase 1 and 2, then it can move to the phase 3, where it will be having a large amount of participants. Like phase 1 will have very small, like 10 to 50 people, and phase 2 will have hundreds in numbers. Phase 3 will have in thousands in numbers. So in phase 3, it is a very important phase of the clinical trial, where it decides whether the drug can be given the approval to enter into the market. So these are the different phases, and next comes the approval of the drug, and it enters the market after phase 3. Then it enters the phase 4, which is called the post-marketing surveillance, or post-marketing, what to say, they check in after the drug enters into the market. They'll be checking whether if there is some kind of new adverse events, or how is the efficacy, if it is the same, whatever they have seen in the clinical trial is same, it is followed in the market after it is entering into the market also. So this is the process of clinical trial. Yes, first is the decentralized clinical trials. So what is decentralized clinical trials? It is nothing but now they are coming up with the remote trials. Like the patients need not go and visit the site every time. They can sit at home and participate in the clinical trials. So that is called the decentralized. They can give the wearables, or some kind of technologies could be used, like telecommunication, or some kind of virtual meeting with the investigator. So digital health. So if it is going to be the decentralized trials, then obviously there can be variables. For example, glucose monitors can be given to the patient so that they can monitor it in the real time. So they can easily monitor how much the level of the glucose participating in the, and yes, cultural competence. So in each and every geographical location, not people will be coming and voluntarily participating in the trials, right? So for each and every geographical location, and based on the socio-economic status, it should be decided. So even from there, it is being focused based on the patient-centric approaches. So addressing the patient feedback and concerns, that is very important, because if they are going to face some kind of issues during the trial, that should be taken back. And there, what to say, there will be the people who are mostly focused only in the ethical issues of the patients who are participating in the clinical trial. That is ethical committee, institutional review boards. So they'll be more focused on how really the patients are benefited in the clinical trials. Are they facing any kind of ethical issues? Because different people, for example, Asian race will be having the different kind of socioeconomic beliefs, and African people may have different beliefs. So how managing these kind of people and making them to participate and to diversify the clinical research is most important. So that is being followed for the patient-centric approach. So that is going to be the future now. So if if it is going to include all the races and ethnic from different diversities, so that the drugs can be utilized for different regions also. So that is more important. More kind of patient-centric approaches are going to be the future. So based on that, the guidelines are being updated. Technologies and new kind of therapies are coming up in even in cancer. If you can see, CAR T cells therapy, precision medicine. In precision medicine, there are more kind of targeted therapies coming up. More, what you can say, uh, immunotherapy is very much important. So if we are going to have the global harmonization in having the common guidelines to be followed, then it will be more beneficial for people in different geographical locations.